Okay, hi guys, welcome to this video. This is a new kind of wee series that I'm going to do, just a wee mini series since I've not done YouTube in a long time. Now it's going to be an animal series showcasing my pets and my sister's pets, because between the both of us we've got quite a collection. So I will aim to upload one every week or so, or just whenever. Now this episode is going to feature on Ka. He's a ball python. Now before I go in and just tell you details about him and stuff, and show you him, I'll show you his habitat first. Now at the moment he's in a 3-foot vivarium. There's obviously usually glass on the front, but I took that off obviously just so I can get into his habitat. Now as the stuff that's on the ground, that's just bark, wee wood barks and stuff, because that's just what I've always used. Now the main temperature I have this in here is this kind of half area, is 32 Celsius. It is in there, so it's quite warm. So there's two halves of his vivarium. This half is his kind of cool area, where he likes to cool down and just chill out under that bit of wood there that I made for him. There's his water bowl, and then up here he likes to spend a lot of time up here behind this tree up here, and this log, he likes to sit on that sometimes as well. And then there's a skull there as well, and where he is right now is under here. This is just a wee cereal box that I kind of made as a wee hide for him. Now the way I used to light his and heat his Viv was with a infrared red bulb, but they kept failing all the time, so I finally upgraded him to a ceramic heater. Now if you don't know what a ceramic heater is basically that thing right there. It is basically works maybe like, I'm trying to describe how it works. It's just this invisible heat. It's kind of like a radiator in your house. You just don't see it basically, and it just produces a lot of heat. They're just very good. They just never break. And that is connected to a thermostat, which is, there's the sensor for it. That just controls to make sure it stays at 32°C and it doesn't go above, and when it does go above it cuts out and then cuts back in obviously when the temperature drops. Now because obviously that system is invisible heat light, I've got a wee red LED strip at the top here, so that actually just lights the vivarium up perfectly. I didn't want a white light because that would have been too strong. Red is just kind of a nice neutral dense colour. As you can see, it's not too bright at night and it's quite perfect, to be honest. So I went with that. Right, so I'll get him out and I'll show you and introduce him to you. Okay guys, so here is Ka. He's a ball python. He's just one of the standard colours that you get. I think he's about 1.5 years, maybe. And he weighs, what is it he weighs again? I weighed him the other day. He weighs about 125 kilograms. So he's still quite young, quite light for a ball python. But if you are in the market looking for a snake, I would recommend getting a ball python. Now a lot of people say corn snakes, but the thing with corn snakes is he's very intuitive. Now the things with corn snakes is they get really big. Now I looked after a corn snake for a wee while. It was 3 years old and it was about 4 foot. It was humongous, but it was really thin. Now he will get about that size. The females do tend to get bigger, but he will get that size eventually. But I think he'll be a lot more manageable than the obviously having two of them, if you know what I mean. So it would just be having him. As you can see, he's really, really intuitive, and he will go over to the camera and look about. He's like so docile. Like, the first time I actually got him, he was a really bad hisser and he would bite, but any animal is going to do that if they're feeling scared, threatened in their new environment. But since then, he's never ever bit me ever again. He's never caused any problems with anybody, or he doesn't hiss anymore at all, or just nothing. Now, a lot of people think that snakes are slimy, but they're not. It's weird. Just try to describe the texture. They're just, don't know, they're just, say, it's almost kind of leathery feeling. Almost, yeah, like, you know, it feels like leather almost. Like, this bit feels a lot more rougher. Well, it is still smooth, but it is still a bit rough. But then, see, his belly is super, super smooth, and it just feels amazing. As you can see, he's still really, really inquisitive, you know what I mean? So, people that have got a fear of snakes, like, I don't see where the fear comes from. Like, it's weird. Because he's not going to attack you, he's not going to kill you, I mean, look at him. he's so docile, it's like unbelievable, and he's just so inquisitive. Right now, he's on large wiener rats, that's what he's eating just now. Now, it's amazing because look at how thin, like, his neck area is. When he has, like, there's a wee slit below his neck here that we'll try and get him to show you. Oh, sorry, son. As you can see, there's a wee slit there. Now, that basically lets him widen his jaw so that he can get his prey in his mouth. And basically, it's amazing because all this skin stretches. Now, it must be a serious effort for him to do that, so it's pretty traumatic for him. So after I feed him, I don't touch him for 2 days. Just let him bask in his heat and let him, like, dissolve, like, digest. Now, they're the most fussiest eaters that you'll ever meet. Like, they tend to eat, like, he eats probably once, maybe twice every couple of months. It's like, it's ridiculous how much they don't want to eat. It's like, yeah, so, yeah, I love him, he's gorgeous. Yeah, so I don't know what else to tell you about him really, to be honest. They don't have powers of hearing, but at the front of his face, you might be able to see them there, there's wee holes. They're the heat receptors, so he can see heat, of course, and you can see his tongue maybe getting in and out all the time. There you go, you can see it there. When he does that, that's him tasting the air because he doesn't have a nose, so basically that goes into a wee gland at the top of his roof and of his mouth, and that basically is his smell, really. That's how he tastes the world and stuff. But yeah, he's cute. And also, the reptiles and stuff don't have the same kind of, the way the skin works, the way our skin works, like they shed. I don't actually know where his shed is, but it's amazing if you get the humidity right. They can shed all in one piece, and it's just like another snake. Do you know what I mean? It's like amazing. Do you know, I'm actually going to go and find these. Now, he's just he's just chilling out on my neck just now. Okay, so here's the skin. This is probably one of the best sheds that he ever done. This came off in just about one piece. As you can see, it's completely just hollow. It comes straight off him. So yeah, there's his skin. Now I don't know where the headpiece is, I've lost that, but that was awesome to look at as well, because when they're shedding, they are, obviously because there's another piece of skin just grew underneath his eye caps and all that get covered. So when he sheds, his eyes go completely cloudy, and that kind of impairs his vision. for a wee while, so he will get really nervous and strike out. So when his eyes go cloudy, I tend just to leave him, just obviously because he's really nervous and just don't want to upset him. So when he is in his shed cycle, I use a spray bottle down here and just cover the glass and all round, just get the humidity right up in the tank, just because it's quite an ordeal for them to get their skin off, so it needs a lot of humidity to get it unstuck, pretty much. The thing that I think's really cute about him is whenever he's exploring, he just holds on to me like this all the time, obviously, just so that he knows he's safe and that he's got like stuff to hold on to. Yeah, so this is Cat. Comment below if you know where his name came from, basically, Cat, from a Disney film. But yeah, he's cute. It's really, really nice. So docile, it's nice to just cuddle him and stuff, and he's just so soft. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks very much.